Today we're going to demonstrate a fertilized ACL with medial and lateral root repairs using the Arthrex SutureLoc. This is a more unique technique given there's tears on both sides. So you can see here this is a more unique medial meniscus tear. This was a sort of discoid type that had to be trimmed down at the very white junction, but there's also a root tear which is identified on MRI. There's a very small part of the anterior portion of this posterior root still attached. We decided not to take it down, and we're going to do a more unique repair here. So you got to prep the area where you're going to place a suture lock so that it doesn't impinge as you pull it in. And then you can see here there's actually a root tear on the lateral side. This was not identified on MRI, and as such we have to repair both sides. So we're going to prepare this root. This is you can see there's no extra flap here, and then we're going to again prepare the area we're going to place the suture lock. The accuracy on this device is very good, so you'll be able to get wherever you need to. So again, we're placing the suture lock mostly almost on the tibial tubercle to avoid the tunnel, and the guide's very accurate, and there's a cannulated pin here. Again, now we're going to do the medial side, and we're going to stay far medial so we can have our tunnel between. And you can see again the accuracy here with this pin. You're going to leave both metal pins in case you damage them or hit them with the reamer, and it will allow you to skive off them without breaking that. If the suture lock's in, you can damage it. So you can see here how our pin placement is. So now we're going to place our pin for the ACL, and then we're going to place a reamer. So here you can see outside the knee how this looks. You want to make sure you're far enough away. So we have our reamer here for our tunnel. You can see we actually got fairly close. You can see right there, there's the pin for the lateral side. So this prevents you from truncating the suture locks. And now we're going to pull the wire past a fiber link, pull this down into the tunnel, and then we're going to pull the suture lock. And then what we're going to do is pull the suture lock and force sutures to stretch it out so this pulls right in there. You'll feel a small pop on the cortex. Then you'll engage this. This allows you to lock this mechanism, and then you're going to have 4 separate sutures. I usually start with the blue. We're going to do a rip stop here. So you do 1 pass, and then we're going to do an inverted pass here. Pull the linking stitch, and see here we have an inverted, and you can do this all with the meniscal scorpion, which is really nice. And then we're going to pull the passing stitch. And all this is being done outside the knee. You can see this in a separate video. We're going to pull this down. You don't want to engage this all the way, especially if you have not finished your ACLs. You can damage this as you flex and extend the knee. And now we're going to pass this again. This is more of our rip stop option. And the key is to get behind the condyle so that the meniscal scorpion can pass. But you can see even in this knee, which was fairly tight, we're able to get a really good repair. And again, this is good for these type 2 meniscal radial tears of the lateral meniscus. So now we're going to go here and fix the medial side. Now, because the anterior portion of this posterior root is still attached, and the way we want to fix this back, since you can't fix on the other side of it, is we're going to pull this suture lock in. We're going to pull it all the way down, and again we're going to give good pressure to feel it pop, and then engage on both sides. This will not come out. And then again we're going to clear all the other sutures for suture management. We're going to place these in horizontal mattress fashion. So 1 pass, and then what we're going to do is invert the meniscal scorpion and engage this again. Horizontal mattress, but in horizontal knee we also go in line with the radial fibers. So now we're going to lock this. We're going to pass again with the white now, and we're going to do 2 of these horizontals, again staying in the radial fibers to reduce pull out. And we're going to pass the last stitch through, and then we're going to engage this. So we're not going to go all the way, and then we're going to do the fertilized ACL. So here we're going to place the bone marrow aspirate. Again, the button's been flipped, and we're putting the fertilized portion with the bone marrow aspirate we've taken. This is our quad ACL. We're going to pull it up to the tunnel. We're going to fix it on both sides. And you can see good fixation. We fertilized it, and now you're going to final tension your ACL. So both sides back and forth, and you can retension these. You always want to do them after your ACL is complete. You can see how tight this is laterally and how tight the compartment is with the ACL in there. And then now we're going to do the medial side, and we're going to retension. We can check both sides and do 1 more round of tension if you need to. It's great with this device, and you see how this pulls it back to the root attachment, and it improves the extrusion. Here the ACL is tight overall. This completes the surgery.